Hey guys, this is the second vlog here at Nagasaki. First things first, I just want to say that this city is beautiful. I already went out shopping with my host family. I didn't record it because I didn't take my camera at the time because we were shopping for a computer. My laptop that I had brought in with me had a malfunction and I had to replace it. So I bought me a Fujitsu, which is pretty okay, and this is what I'm using for editing, which is pretty good. It's working good. And this is Japanese, because notice here this is hiragana, I think. Harigana. I keep saying harigana, but it's hiragana. So that's a Japanese laptop, and it's working pretty well for me for editing. And I took a bunch of pictures. I'm gonna be uploading on Instagram, trying to figure a way out because my account is locked right now, but it's okay. But I just want to say, guys, that it's been already like 2 to 3 weeks now. I'll say not even that much. It's been like 2 weeks already in Japan, and it's amazing here. My host family, they love my company here, really, because they've been giving me like snacks, and I've been helping out a lot with them too, like helping them with gardening and cleaning up, because I know it's, you know, it's almost like a second family, and I treat them with respect and treat me with respect. And I'm enjoying my time here so far. I don't really start school till next week, and I know this week I have an orientation, and that's gonna go over, you know, the programs and stuff like that. So that's pretty exciting. I don't know anything else, but we'll try to take more videos as soon as possible. I'm just trying to get more content. The only thing is that since Nagasaki is right now, it's facing some climate. It's not really facing any corona issues and down here below because it's far from Tokyo, but for sure the weather here has always been raining. And if you guys don't know what that means, in Japanese it's always Ahmed, so it's always raining. And the weather, it's been sunny just this morning. Right now it looks like it's about to rain. I'm not going to show you guys outside the window because then you guys might know where I am, but it's going to be raining till I think Tuesday, which is exciting. And I know if you guys are watching this in America, I am 1 day ahead of you guys with 8 hours of difference or something like that. So you guys might not be, you know, I will be a day ahead of you guys, technically speaking. Other than that, I've got sweets from my host family, and I already ate some, so I couldn't review it as much, but this is gracious. That's what it literally is called, and it's a Japanese snacks. The sweets here, they're pretty good. Not that I don't eat sweets back at home, it's just that these sweets are, how should I say, they feel much more natural because they don't add a lot of sugar like we tend to do in America. So it's not as sweet or sugary sweet, but it's more of a natural thing. And if you're going to come to Japan or considering Japan, I'll let you guys know that a lot of things here, and there's a lot of things that I wouldn't say you won't like, but there's some things food wise that there's some great food here. We eat differently for sure, and they use more natural ingredients to fit the flavor. So a lot of things here are not as sweet because they tend to not like sweet stuff. So just keep that in mind. They reduce a lot of sweets in most products, and usually the drinks here, they're small. So if you're going for vending machines, this is pretty much your average size drink, and this includes for everywhere. Think of that size as a regular drink in McDonald's here in Japan, or any any restaurants. I can't say fast food because there really isn't no fast food. It's more of a restaurants here. Most restaurants have small cups, and I will let you know, they take their portions seriously. Very small, more of a, you know, a good diet portion. So if you're an American and if you're thinking of eating a lot here, just know it gets expensive once you start eating a lot. But I don't think you should go overboard because the food here tends to be in just the right fit. You know, I'm a big guy myself. I weigh probably like 200 pounds. And for me to get hungry back in America, yes, you know, I will get hungry. I will obviously try to eat something and like small snacks. But here they give you a big meal and it's natural ingredients. Like I'm saying, it's much more healthier. I eat salads here now. I don't even do that in America because sometimes I can't trust my college food at Northern. And I don't want to call you guys out, but I'm just letting you know I don't typically eat the salads over there. But here, everything just tastes much more right, should I say. And it feels great because when you start eating the food, it fills you up well, and you don't really feel bad afterwards, you know. And it's not something that I don't know. It's just a unique experience here. And I did a white blob thingy, and that's something that I eat every morning. Not that something I don't want to eat. It's just that my host family makes it, and I'm a type of person to respect people in their household. So whatever they make, I will eat, and vice versa. Other than that, it's been a great time now. I've been trying to learn katakana, not katana, but katakana, I think I said. And that's the only thing I'm working with right now because I didn't learn or study that, and when I came here, I've been struggling with communicating with pretty much with everyone because everyone speaks Japanese and somewhat broken English, just like me trying to communicate with people with broken Japanese. And usually what I'm doing is using eto 1 second. Eto means 1 second. Usually what I've been communicating with my host family and people here is with Google Translator. Google Translator is your best friend here. This will help you a lot because you can literally type anything or you can even speak. For example, this is a previous message that I wrote to my host family. I'll be upstairs if you need anything. Watashi wa 2階にいます。何か必要なら. Now, I try sounding it out as much as possible because that's how you're gonna get good practice. And you gotta memorize words, and that's what I've been doing, trying to memorize common words that we usually talk with. And it makes it easier for them to understand. And you know, once we start repeating, I'm starting to pick up small things here and there. Obviously, I haven't taken any classes yet, so it's harder for me right now. Now, besides that, another way to practice basic grammar, because you can't just read a label from another country easily. You know, English is okay because Spanish you might be able to pick it up easily, but I'm telling you, Japanese language uses both Chinese letters and Japanese letters, so it's kind of hard. So my recommendation would be try to download this app called Japanese. It's by Japanese Foundation. It's called Memory Hint. So it has harigama and katakana. And what Memory Hints does is, let me load it up. Memory Hints does is that it shows you the basic letter of katakana and a drawing similar to represent it. And for us Americans, if you're not bookwordy smart, you're not bookworm, and you're just into visuals, this is good for visual learner. You will learn, oh, you know, this means A, and that's how it looks like, and this is a picture of what you can think of it. So whenever you write it or practice it, or if you ever want to remember a certain letter, that's how you're gonna memorize it. And that's how I memorize most of my hiragana, by memorizing pictures. Now, of course, I'm American, my brain is slow. I'm not saying that all Americans are dumb, but I learn in a different way. I need to visualize things in order to get things down to a point. So I actually spent probably 2 to 3 weeks just using that app, and I'm telling you, it worked okay. Or this way, it worked pretty okay for me because now I memorize all the hiragana alphabet. Now, katakana, I'm still working on it, and obviously I can't rush myself and try to be the best person out there. It takes time to learn a new language, and you have to understand that too. It's not just like I'll go out there and in 1 month I'll become the expert. No, usually it takes about 6 to 7 months to learn Japanese, to speak it, and that's constantly learning different words. You have to memorize 1,000 words pretty much in order to have an okay conversation, because once you know 1,000 words, you can make sentences out of them. And I'm gonna tell you now, the words they use in Japanese, it's constantly the same thing. So you're gonna hear the words constantly the same thing, like sumimasen or you know, how ohayou gozaimasu, you know, all those from anime. If you learn those basic from anime, which I did, they use it here daily. And when they use it here daily, you'll pick it up and you're like, oh, okay, I understand. And of course, hand motions, communicating, not typically the best thing you want to do with, but since, you know, if you can't speak properly, hand motions or broken English to them, they might understand and pick it up. And that's how we both that's how I communicate with my host family, with my hands. Google Translator is the best one, and also Line. And you know, Line is another one. I'm not going to show you guys my conversations with them because that's private, but Line, the app, is pretty much the only thing they use here. And the good thing about Line is that you can do group chats, and that's what I'm in, and there's a translator within the app, and it's great. So if you're going out with friends, all you have to do is type a message and I'll translate it to them, and they understand, and they can write back in Japanese and it'll translate to me back in English. Now this is something we figured out to do right in the first day. The first day we met, obviously I was scared, I was shy, I didn't know what to say to them, but of course I thought quickly. Google Translate will do the trick, and it does the trick. Not something that I would recommend people to do if you want to learn Japanese. If you base yourself by just using translating all the time, you won't learn words. So try to translate some words, learn those words, and try to repeat it to them at a different time when you need to use them. Especially the common phrases is that common phrases would be good morning, ohayou gozaimasu, or gomen, sorry, or watashi, I, or nihongo, Japan. You know, all those words will be used consistently. They're both the same, you know. So just memorizing small words bit by bit, you'll be off with a good conversation, and it'll help both parties. So that's my only advice. I'm gonna get done editing videos. I will try to upload more. Like I said, I will have orientation soon tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, I think Tuesday. And we'll see if we can get more content of Nagasaki and maybe try to talk with foreigners like me. Alright guys, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye guys.